Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be getting another event in which you're going to be able to TM away frustration on those shadow Pokemon. You know how we all love these events. So this is going to be taking place for 3 hours starting February 28th at 11 a.m. until Sunday, February 28th at 2 p.m. local time. So make sure you mark your calendars and get ready. And you will be seeing an increased amount of Team Go Rocket grunts at Pokestops and at Balloons. That is going to be the grunts, not leaders, so you could potentially get some sort of shadow Pokemon that you've been looking for with good IVs. Now, we are going to be getting Giovanni returning. We're going to have the whole little quest line and with a new shadow legendary. We're going to talk about what I think that is here in a moment, but you probably already know from the thumbnail, right, and the title. And then you're going to be able to pick up yourself a remote pass bundle in the shop starting February 27th at 1 p.m. until March 1st at 1 p.m. Pacific time. And during this time, you will be seeing the legendary birds from Kanto in the raids. So you could potentially get yourself that shiny. Also, you're going to be able to get yourself 5 free raid passes when you do spin a photo disc at one of the gyms. You can spin the same one over and over again. You just have to make sure you use that pass and then you can spin it again. And if you do decide to hold on to that first one and then go to another gym, you're not going to be able to spin that new gym and get another one. You're going to have to use that pass. And then they do go on to say you're going to be able to TM away frustration on shadow Pokemon. Let's go. All right, so like we just said, we're going to be getting Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres in the raids during this time, in which you're going to be able to get those free passes. Make sure you do use those. Now, as far as counters, I want to make this short and sweet for you. These birds are going to be very weak to rock, specifically Articuno and Moltres because of the flying and the fire and the flying and the ice. Zapdos is also going to be weak to rock. So basically, Rampardos or your Community Day Rhyperiors with Rock Wrecker, Tyranitar with Smackdown and Stone Edge, rock Pokemon in general. If you have some electrics, those work too, I suppose, on Articuno and Moltres. But for the most part, throw rocks at it. I mean, we don't need to overcomplicate this or make a 10-minute video to counter these things. All right. All right, so taking a look at speculation on what it can be. I mean, it's not going to be too deep here because it is kind of obvious. But knowing Niantic, you never know what they're going to do. They could switch it up and throw a monkey wrench at the whole situation. So moving down the line, we see the final shadow that we did receive was Suicune. What's next? Well, only naturally Lugia, folks. Let's go. Now, it's not going to be looking like what it looks like on the thumbnail, all dark and cool like it did in the game. But we'll have those glowing eyes. Now, will it be good? Will it be good? Shadow Lugia. I'm going to have to say, yeah, you know, it's probably going to be pretty decent. Seeing that Lugia is already tanky as it is. So it is going to be maintaining somewhat of its bulk, but now picking up more attack. So if you do have one, if you Aeroblast it, yeah, it's going to be looking real nice. So you may want to TM away that frustration on that Lugia. It's going to be pretty awesome. So get hyped, folks. That is my guess as to what Giovanni is going to be getting for its new Shadow Legendary. Lugia, simple as that. Now, are you going to be able to TM frustration during this time? If you're going to be able to complete the whole quest, which is doable. It's not like it's going to be impossible to complete it within that time, but you're more than likely going to be raiding. So you got to make your choices. Choose your paths. All right, so going over my Shadow Pokemon with 3 moves here. Now, this is the part of the video that we're going to kind of focus on what you may want to use TMs on to get, moves for your new Shadow Pokemon to TM away frustration, right? So first, we're going to look at the ones that I do have 3 moves on here. Some of them are just for fun. Now, that one, that's the one I purified by accident. Got to remove that from the list here, unfortunately. But fortunately, though, it is now a 100. So cool, I guess. But you do want one of those Ninetales, first and foremost, that we've seen there. Machamp is also going to be fantastic, as you have seen if you didn't see that video, where I did take out a Tier 3 Umbreon with just one Shadow Machamp. Don't re-lobby. Let's go. That was insane. Of course, we know that Shadow Vic is good. This is one that I have my eye on here because I need to get rid of that frustration on the Slowbro. It is going to be pretty good. So make sure you do get one of those. We already know Shadow Executor is magnificent, fantastic, and very clutch. So you may want to do that as well. Like I said, a lot of these Pokemon on my 3-move list here are not going to be something that you want to go for. These were things that I used for specific cups, like this one, the Flying Cup here. But still going to be cool to have a Shadow Aerodactyl, which I did get like a really good IV one. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Of course, we do have that Shadow Snorlax in the Great League. And then for my legendary birds, I don't have a secondary move purchase, but for my Mewtwo, maxed out, of course. And we have a, Side Strike. We use that Legacy TM. And then moving down the line here, just various random other Pokemon that I don't really use too often, except for the Ampharos. That's something that you probably want to actually get because it is pretty good. Tyranitar Shadow? Yes, please. If you have one of those maxed out, you're going to be looking golden going up against those birds. That damage is going to be ridiculous. And I do have this Shadow Gardevoir and these IVs. Look at that. And we are going to power it up again. This is already XL. We're working on it slowly but surely. Now, unfortunately, some of these Pokemon I'm just using up all my resources on. And when they do get their Megas, I'm not going to be able to max out the Megas that I do have ready to go. Oh, man, that's going to suck. But because, you can't Mega Evolve Shadow Pokemon. That would have been absolutely OP and broken if you could, too. Moving down the line here, we accidentally backed out. We got the Gardevoir, and then moving on to, the one and only Shadow Mawile. So you may want to do that if you don't have one of those ready to go. We do have this beautiful XL Shadow Salamence, which is not completely maxed out, but it is going to be XL. And it is going to be a massively hitting hard Pokemon for raids, okay? So just, take note, you may want to do that. It's going to even be outperforming its Mega, the Shadow Salamence. And then we have various other different ones here. Porygon Z, don't worry about it. Like I said, some of these Pokemon that I have 3 moves for were tests for videos, just experiments, and some you don't really want to do. Anyways, let's go ahead and look at all of our Shadow Pokemon. We do have a bunch of things lined up here. Most of these do have Frustration TM'd away. And I can't stress this enough, make yourself a Shadow Ninetales, folks. This thing is stupid good. We have made multiple videos on it. It's just that good. Of course, in PvP, Go Battle League, right? Not for raids. And then the Shadow Machamp's another fantastic option that you're going to want to go with. It's just the damage is ridiculous for both Go Battle League and up against raids. Moving down the line, we do have the Slowpoke family that I do need to take care of here for both of those, in which we are going to do that. I have a Magneton that does have Frustration TM'd away. Shadow Magnezone is going to be pretty good. Pretty squishy, but pretty good. We do have another Execute ready to go if we ever wanted to make one for the Great League, and then various other Pokemon here with Frustration TM'd away, ready to go. Not really investing in all these because that's a lot of Stardust. We don't really need to do that. Now check it out. This is the one I got today. Oh, that's beautiful. Just in time. We're going to, of course, TM away that Frustration, and it is going to be one of the top rock attackers when it is maxed out. Yeah, as a Shadow. And then here are my legendaries here. No secondary move on the birds because it's just not necessary. They are going to be good, as a matter of fact. And then, of course, we do have the Ampharos, which has served me quite nice in the Ultra Premier. And Tyranitar Shadow. You definitely want to go for that. You definitely do. Moving down the line, just a random other Pokemon here. We already kind of talked about that. Now, another one. Oh, okay, here we go. This is the mother of all shadows. Mother Lode here. Metagross. You want to make one. Okay, we did just have that event a while back where you're going to be able to evolve Beldums all the way up to get the Meteor Mash, so a lot of people are already good on that, but just in case, maybe you got a good IV one in between those events, you want to do that. So there you have it, folks. If you did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on, and get ready for Shadow Lugia.